So come on in, take a sip, let's wind down. We've got a Sunday grid to get into today, and they're ginormous as it is, so I'll make this quick. I got another white on Friday over down at the bodega, and this is another from the Felix Solis vineyard, and this is called Auténtica Verdejo Rueda. This is a 2023. And it is part of the Denominación de Origen, and this is a fabulous white wine. On the nose, it is, I mean, you can just tell it's got that crisp minerality on the nose, along with some green apples, and maybe some golden raisins to go with a slight note of citrus there. The same experience on the palate. Very refreshing, crisp, clean finish. Wonderful, wonderful experience here. It really is like sitting and having a picnic of different tree fruits while you're sitting on a fresh cut lawn somewhere, right? It's a fabulous experience. This would also be great as a Schorle, as they say in Germany. A Schorle is like a wine spritzer. You can just add sparkling water and some ice to it. And you could really doll this up too, perhaps with some wedges of fruit. This would be a great, as a spritzer, it'd be great as a day-long imbibing tool, right? You know, you're going to have a bunch of friends over, kind of just spending the whole afternoon and the evening together, right? This would be a fantastic option for that. And this one rolls in at around 11 euros a bottle, so do the conversion. I don't know, in the States, who knows what it'd be costing in the States, if it's even there. But if you can get your hands on one of these, well worth the purchase, really is. Oh, outstanding. So, let's hop into our grid. We have a Paul Coulter construction today, edited by Will Shorts. And man, my heart just sings every time I get to say edited by Will Shorts. It's just such a good feeling. Let's go ahead and hop into it. Let's see what we got. And the title here is Have It Both Ways. Well, isn't that what we all want to do? Okay, so jeans material. I don't know, maybe denim. Cornrow or challah feature. Okay, well, denim's not it, because I think we're talking about a braid here. And I have braided my own challah. I'm not kidding. Did a Seder. My very first Seder my wife and I ever hosted was, gosh, way back in the early 90s. And yeah, I worked on that bread forever. I wanted it just right, and it came out good, so it was good. Dug through for digital analysis. Okay, we got like maybe a rebus going on here or something, because I feel like this should be maybe to data mine. Playwright Federico Garcia, and this is, I think, Duran. No, gosh, what is his last name? Oh, that'll surely come to me. What the jeans material is, I do not know. So, okay, we're gonna have a tough Sunday, maybe. We'll see. 14-line poem with only 2 rhymes across 3 stanzas, and that would be a rondel. An interesting word. I think it's from the French or something for. Well, I think it's like a circle. I don't know. Rap title. How about Lil? This seems to be a popular one. Host of a 1990s late-night talk show that was briefly revived 20 years later. And I can tell you right now, this has got to be Arsenio Hall. And then I do believe I was watching Arsenio Hall when I saw Bill Clinton playing saxophone and talking about boxers and briefs or something like that. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Low-fat dairy desserts. And that's the state of mine. So, still trying to remember his name. Is it Roca? I don't know. Okay. Like freshly poured concrete. Perhaps this is supposed to be unset. Garcia Lorca. Yeah, I think it's Lorca. I do now. And I guess that makes this maybe Ice Milks. Gave the go ahead. Okay, another spelling deviation. Okay, well, let's see. Medical buildup of fluid would be edema. So let's say we got blue. Oh. So this is just a dash, but if you look here, if I made that a D and this an M, data mined, you can spell data mined up. So let me put this in here. Make sure. So it looks like Gene's material is blue denim, and dug through for digital analysis is data mined. How clever. Wow, Paul Coulter, you might be getting the Sunday of the Year award here. This is some pretty good stuff. Wow. Okay, I don't know how long that took you. Oh, wow. Okay, gosh, now I know what I think we're looking for. Okay, so let me get my mind here for a second. Okay, but I have a reset plus tax. Got it. And just kind of some PD alerts. How about APBs? Let's try this again. Verbally reacts to an awe. The African Queen scriptwriter. That would be AG. Okay. So I guess this is if you verbally react to something in awe, you're gonna awe at. Awes at. Auto Racer. This is Danica Patrick. Eggy holiday drinks would be nods. Okay, so we got that going. MLB VIPs. How about general managers? They're kind of that way, you know. Where Waterloo is, that's right, is in Belgium. My best bud used to live in Belgium. He's lived in Antwerp, been through Waterloo, the area there, walked the field, so to speak. But he's now living in Croatia, which gives me and Shotzi an opportunity to go to Croatia. Don't have to pay for a hotel. Just got to drive down there. Maybe about a 7-hour drive from here in Bavaria. Not bad. It's a 7-hour drive in Dallas, Texas, just to get to the grocery store. So, I mean, 6-1. Promoted boastfully. How about maybe touted? Let's see. Picks, maybe selects. And if you didn't have that S there, it still could be a pick. Elects. So, very nice. Columbus's birthplace, and that would be Genoa. BART, stop. Bay Area Rapid Transit. Probably SFO. Shotzi and I were at San Francisco, Oakland, the airport. I saw they had Turkish coffee, and I was excited about it. Little kiosk there in the airport, so I stopped and got some. $17, and that was in 2018. I don't even know what it is now. I can't even imagine, right? Completely exclude. Who knows? Freeze out, maybe. I don't know. Okay, we got another dash here. This is getting exciting now. So per hour cost to record music, say, I got an S there. I'm going to play off of studio fee. I've spent a lot of time in recording studios as an ASCAP musician. And that's what it seems to be, a studio fee. And that fee's not very inexpensive either. It's a pretty expensive process. Okay, so what do we got here? Leaves a relationship. Okay, I don't even have a clue where to start on that. I mean, I'm trying to think what could possibly go here and then here, and I don't know. Something you might get a break with. Okay. Composition of Catullus in ancient Rome, and that would be an ode. Les Mis, creator of the mystery-solving Si au Juste du Pain, and that would be Edgar Allan Poe. One of my very first short stories I ever read was The Purloined Letter, and it had Dupin in it. Of course, at the time, I did not know any French, and it was Dupin, but I did rather enjoy that short story. Prior to Old Style, maybe a 4? Maybe? LL Bean competitor. Excuse me. REI, maybe? Yeah, I think we got a freeze out here. Okay. Like Shotzi always says, I should trust my gut and go with it. Abominable ones. How about Yetis? And German soccer legend Manuel, who innovated the sweeper-keeper role, and I think that is Neuer. Neuer. Literally newer, like as in newer. Okay, so I think this is company, so maybe parts company, and that would give us a cue to get a break from. So now we've got this to deal with. Subway commuters informally strap hangers. Very nice. Gosh, I'm loving this. Oh man, I hope it's not limited just to 4 corners though. Others to Ovid. Oh gosh, yeah, Leah. Who knows? We'll just have to get that. No idea where that's going to go. Port City near Mount Carmel, and I imagine that's probably Haifa. Yeah, because we get the term et alis or et alia or et al, if we're even a shorter version, and I just don't know where that's going to be going. So high up, maybe if that's an L, like I think it is, maybe it's aloft. Boo hoo! How about a sniff? Want some cheese with that one? It's one thing after another. Well, we got a pretty clever little grid here, and it's not just going to be a rollover. I'm going to have to do some thinking on my way through this one. What to do if someone makes a false accusation about you? Oh, I think we're looking for deny it here, but I would do what I've always done and just kind of laugh and walk away. I mean, yeah, okay, sure. Like the best bonds, perhaps. If we're talking about potential for fiduciary malfeasance, I think we'll probably go with the safest. Slow musically. There's quite a few ways to go with this, right? Lento, I don't know which one we're gonna go with. Dabbles in, maybe plays at. It's one thing after another. Could be a list. And so what do we got up here? Al Capone adversary. Only ever met him once in person, and it'll probably be Elliot Ness, and I bet that was in trial. A persnickety person might pick it. How about a nit? Frodo's enchanting friend, and I guess that's Gandalf. So yeah, Aaliyah for others. I think that's an A. I can't remember how to spell Gandalf. I don't know. Have as food formally. Formally? How about eating of? Hamlet or Laertes. Talking about a couple of Danes there. That's right. Let it rise on up. Shakespeare majors unite. Taste or touch could be a sense. Loads could be a ton. And exhibits brilliance. Maybe glows. Former Maine Senator Olympia Snow. And I think that would be. So we got a Not So Joltin' Joe. Well, I think we got coffee, and I would imagine this is a half calf. So I'm probably maybe looking for a decaf up here. This is another dash line. What do we got down here? Got up and Adam. Okay, I'm gonna have to have a little bit more there. I could sit and stare at it forever, but you know, man, that's not what you're paying me to do. So, Hawkeye's real first name in the Avengers movies. Good lighting. Bamboozled could have been had. So I think this is kind of what I was going with. I thought maybe it's a halo, which I think is kind of cute. Brit's jolly cry of approval. It's probably a good O, but I don't know. So I think it got a good though. Doses of a certain hallucinogen, maybe acid tabs. Yeah, a friend of mine told me about them. I don't know anything about them. How about a sly dog? Okay, we got our sly dog in here now, and quote. How about ba? That could be an H. So let's see. Got up and at 'em. See, this is kind of more like, you know, like to seize the day. But I can see the CA here, so I'm gonna think this is gonna be decaf, which decaf coffee, but then faced the day. Okay, man, I'm loving this grid. This is a nice one. Attach with on. How about add on? Seeing double here. Attach with on, maybe tie on. And sounding as if the speaker has some swollen glands, and I guess we're looking for adenoidal. Adenoidal. And so I guess our Avengers heroes, the real name is Clint, faced the day, had, and now what we got with this A here, Arthur Rice, and I met her in the 90s at a NPR event in Dallas. It was really cool. Nice woman. Metaphor for Juliet in Romeo's soliloquy. I'll leave my Shakespeare majors unite hand down for this one, but I do believe that Juliet is the sun. Live in a way, live in a way. Got an un here perhaps, so maybe untaped. Reddish brown shade. Oh, okay, I don't know just yet. Admission. So I think this is probably Sienna. I don't know though. Some green cars. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put in Sienna and just see if that gets us anywhere. I mean, it's certainly the right color. I think this might be untaped. Okay, so then we've got hopes that one might make out. Girl whose sweet is apple cider. And I think that's Ida. And this could be to detect. Tiny bit could be a tad. Admission. Yeah, be access. This is a challenging grid. There's no question about it. Call off, maybe end. Betting sites quote, maybe odds, and hopes that one might maybe seeks to. So what do we have here? In 2021, she became the first tennis player who light the Olympic cauldron during the opening ceremony, and I think that's Osaka. Latvia, as an example, once was a Soviet Socialist Republic. And I think that's Osaka, but it could be Isaka. I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, You know, you got to delete some old files every now and then to make room for new stuff, right? And unless I figure out a way to upgrade my hard drive, I mean, you know, can't remember everything. Blade Runner, how about a speed skater? That's a pretty clever one too. I like that. That's good. That's good cluing. Settings for telling ghost stories. So I'm going to just throw caution up right into the wind here, and I'm going to say that this is a campfire. So now what do we got? Like the typefaces, Helvetica and Arial, and those are sans serif, and that's what we've got there, serif. So let's just get our sans in there. And okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, I can see how I could fat finger something in this one very easily. You have to go hunt it down, but word with French or bench. I'm going with the press. So the French press sounds more interesting. Morning in Monaco, and that would be matin. Il est 5 heures. Il est 5 heures. It's 5. Let's get this party going. Let's see. Actress Richards of Starship Troopers, and I think this is Charlie Sheen's old girlfriend, Denise. And appliance owned by Whirlpool, appliance brand. I think this is a Mama. So, fried fare often served with marinara, and that would be calamari. And here we've got LSD. Bars of soap could be considered cakes, and here we go. Now we're on the closing stretch-ish. Tree with oblong yellow-green fruit, probably a pawpaw. Secretly communicating in class. Is this a dash down here? Yep. So I'm gonna say passing notes, and I saw that in. So passing notes. Now what do we have here? Felt absolutely determined about. So something set on. So I don't know what it is just yet, but clearly, you know, having your heart set on something you're determined, dead set on, something like that, right? You know, I don't know. We'll see. So if this a tree with oblong yellow-green fruit, if this is a pawpaw, I guess this could be was dead set on. Kind of works. Man. What's on the fast track? Okay, how about the Asila? Navy group. I'll probably have to go with the seals on this one. Reassurance after bandaging a boo-boo. All better. Oh, I feel it was my mother. All right. Don't do that again. We're not wasting Band-Aids on this twice. Telling you, she made me tough. I love her for that. It's really cool. School calendar abbreviation. Oh, who knows, gosh? I mean, what, PTA maybe? I have no idea. Discards from fuzzy fruits. How about peach pits? Which reminds me of an old Southern saying that I shall not repeat. CBDs. Okay, got it. Seals tracking. Okay, put that in myself. I should know that. Okay. Agnus Dei. All right. Official who reports to a president. Let's go of boxer Roberto who fought Sugar Ray Leonard. No idea whatsoever. Let's see here. Let's go up here to the top and get something done. Okay, make ready for new use could be to refit. Slow musically. Looks like we did wind up with a lento. And article of faith could be a tenet. Primps could be preens. I gotta remember if I'm spelling that right. Source of the blood. And there will be blood. In a meatless burger, perhaps. Maybe beets. So, okay. Beets. And now we've got smile. Could be to beam. And all right. chimp's cousin could be an orang. And so I think we got does not, the Russian range, probably the Urals, much high school gossip, I guess teen drama. That's where I'm kind of going with that. Official who reports to president could be the dean. And so we've got, let's go of, this is not an easy Sunday by any stretch. You really have to put thought into it. I mean, it's not a Saturday, but it's close to a Thursday, Friday, somewhere in there. Lacking a knack for unfit, bad at, don't know, something one might need to look good in the morning. Okay, so if I go with bad at, this will give me a beauty, maybe sleep, old-fashioned garnishes. Got it. So these would be orange peels. I had to get around the old-fashioned part, as in it was just old-fashioned, but it's the old-fashioned, the cocktail, which is actually pretty good. And I have some bourbon, so actually I got rye. That's even better. I'm gonna make an old-fashioned tonight. Got that covered. So I think we got orange peels, and I don't have any bada bing cherries, so that's all right. The Jetsons' boy, his boy Elroy, bum, 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 daughter Judy, bum, 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 Jane, his wife. Okay, ratted. How about told? I'm telling, like to stop at. How about red? And longtime children's clothing store with a portmanteau name, and I think this would be a Gymboree. A Florentine artist known for frescoes, and I do believe this is Giotto. Zola, who wrote Jacques, and this would be Emile. A la breve. Spill the tea could be to dish. Critics' common seating preference would be an aisle. And I guess we're talking about an amino group. So it works for me. Alternative to .net. How about a .org? And King of Castile would be Ray. Device whose keypad often has Braille on it. Okay, ATM. And selling points could be retailers. Unless I fat fingered or got this wrong, how do we do, Bob? Okay, you know what? We got to take a look at this one more time just to kind of take a look. It says admire the puzzle. We're going to just admire Paul Coulter's work here. Again, fascinating. Blue denim, data mined, beautifully done. Parts company, strap hangers, right? This is just fantastic. I mean, really, it's just great. We got our decaf coffee, faced the day, campfire, sans serif, pawpaw. Oh, let's see. Well, passing notes was dead set on. And boy, if we could complete the circles on these, man, that would be probably a bit much to ask. But an absolutely brilliant grid construction by Paul Coulter. This one is out of this world. I have not been impressed by a Sunday in a long time like this, maybe ever. This is just a golden construction. Fantastic. So we'll go ahead and bring down our bannière d'adieu, and again, I just want to remind everybody, if you'll send me an email, or you send me an email with your address, I'll send you a decal in the mail. You can put this on your car, you can stick it on your laptop like I did, guitar case, whatever. So how do we do, Bob? But I would love to get these out, to you all because you're important people to me, and I want you to have one. So just shoot me an address I can send it to, and I will have it in the mail in no time. And that's international. So even if you live at Easter Island, let me know. It'll get there in 4 months, but it's getting there, right? If I have to deliver it myself. I've always wanted to go to the Easter Island, so why not? It would be a good idea. So again, thank you all so very much for being here. My name is Christopher. I am delighted that you solved this grid with me today. That is a real honor, and I appreciate that more than you could possibly know. In the meantime, until we see you on the morrow, be good to yourselves, your friends, and your neighbors, but be especially kind to that person behind you in line. All right? Ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Cin-Cin. Be well out there.